live from Palin Music Studios in Springfield, Missouri. It's Wake Up with Greg. Here's your host, Greg.
Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Wake Up with Greg. I gotta get my chair fixed. There we go. Good morning. Welcome to Wake Up with Greg. I'm your host, Greg Rosander with Palin Music Center, and it is beautiful Monday morning here today. Actually, a little bit overcast out there, not too bad. A little bit of sun, a little bit of clouds. I don't know if we're gonna get rain or not. We could use it, but anyway, it's Monday. I'm happy to be here. I hope you're happy to be here too. We are cruising right along with trumpets today, specifically harmony trumpets today. We've got some E flats and some C's and all kinds of different things for you today. So if you're new to the show, you don't know who we are or what we're doing or why we're here. Good morning, Peyton and Mom. Good to see you on the chat already this morning. We are here every weekday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Time, right here in Springfield, Missouri, on this Palin Music Band and Orchestra YouTube channel to share the internet's coolest instruments with you. And by instruments, we're talking specifically wind instruments, trumpets, trombones, flutes, clarinets, saxophones, French horns, you know, anything that you blow some wind through to produce a sound. That's what we've got, and we've got some killer ones for you today. So today's trumpets, like I said, harmony trumpets, something unique and different you don't get to see every day. Those of you, college and university folks out there, or high school directors, if any of you are out there watching, these are great horns to fill out your symphony ensembles or your chamber or orchestral, any of those types of ensembles, even brass choirs and that type of deal. So Mike is here. Good morning, Brother Mike. Good to see you. So yeah, these horns are, of course, ones that I'm showing you are available for you to purchase on our website at palinmusic.com or by giving me a call at 417-882-7006, or you can check out our Reverb page at reverb.com and get some sweet smoking deals on these. We got some high-end, maybe boutique-ish brands for you today. Some brands you may have never heard of, some that you probably have. I've shown them on the show before, but weeks and months past, but it's been a while since I've shown these, so hopefully it's all new to you. So that's kind of what the show is. Also, in addition to the cool instruments, we share fun stuff. We got music to talk about. We've got I talk about films a lot because based on whether they've got great soundtracks or great scores. But I also talk about art and literature and just a variety of other things, whatever my crazy head is interested in today. So and if there's anything that you're interested that you'd love to see on the show, let me know in the comments. We always want to do what you guys are interested in, so let me know what you got going on there. All right, so that's me. That's what we're doing. We're here every weekday morning at 8:30. So here's what you guys need to do. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We're still in the 1460s. Would love to get some bumps on that. So how can you help us out with that? By hitting the subscribe button and then hitting the share button. Share this with all your friends, family, relatives, co-workers, everybody out there. Get them all interested in Wake Up with Greg and the fun that we have here. And then, of course, the like and the bell icon for notifications. Everything you do there helps us to help you with better and more content. So that's the scoop. That's what we need to do. We're going to get this party started right away. But before we do that, we've got to say a fine good Monday morning to Jordan. Good morning, Jordan.
Hey, good morning.
How are you in that bright yellow shirt today? You can't see it, but I can see it. He's bright and shiny over here.
I'm just trying to make Monday better by faking being bright. I'm trying to convince myself to feel bright.
Emulate the sunshine. Yeah. Is that what you're trying to do? Bring
Yes.
a little warmth and energy and sun into your life. I get it.
Yeah.
It works. Fantastic. Well, it's good to see you this morning.
You too, yeah.
All right, so we got that out of the way. What do you say we dive into some stuff here, shall we?
Let's dive in. Just like the Olympics going on right now, with diving as a big part of that.
Yes, exactly. The Olympics. We should mention the Olympics. Before we dig into this first horn and the watch and the shirt and all that kind of stuff. It's an Olympic season. You got to be excited. Go Team USA. And for all of you other international viewers out there, good luck to your teams as well. The opening ceremonies was fantastic, very interesting. You know, the French can only do what the French do, and that's, keep you guessing on what's going on in the world. Hey, Uncle Ken's here on the chat. Good morning, brother. Good to see you. The opening ceremonies, there's a lot to think about. You know, some people thought it was very controversial. Some people were just like confused all to heck. We're not going to get into the political or the sociological or the spiritual, whatever ramifications of it. But here's just my take. The French are fantastic. You just got to love what they do. They're always going to be unique and interesting and fun. And quintessentially French. That's really the only way to put it. But as far as like the performances and everything, hands down, you just got to give it to Celine Dion, right? She absolutely laid it out and slayed it so magnificently. I mean, she was just the powerhouse performance of the entire opening ceremony. A lot of really cool stuff in there. Some really cool heavy metal stuff. There was a cool rap section. You know, we're not going to talk about the whole Last Supper thing, whatever, but I thought that was cool too. All of the, the imagery, but the music was just fantastic. And Celine Dion, whatever you think about her, she's been going through an absolute hell in her physical life right now. So to see her to be able to overcome that and get on that stage and just kill it, super props to her. I mean, it was absolutely fantastic. So anyway, that's what I'm going to say about that. We'll move on. Of course, the athletic competition is what the Olympics are really all about, and so far it's been really great already. Love the surfing. They've got, where are they doing that? In French Polynesia, Tahiti, I think is where they're doing
it looks
that.
Beautiful there.
With Colin Jost from Saturday Night Live.
Oh, cool.
Works for me, right?
What's your favorite Olympic
event?
Yeah.
My favorite Olympic event, and that's a good question for all y'all. What's your favorite Olympic event? What do you like to watch? I like the swimming. I like the diving, gymnastics. Cycling is really one of the things that I get really kind of jazzed about during the Olympics, like the speed trials and that kind of stuff. I think that's really interesting and fun, but I like a lot of it. I'm more of a Winter Olympic fan, though. I like the snowboarding and the downhill skiing and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, so that's me. So be interested in what you guys like. What do you watch in the Olympics? Who are you rooting for?
Yeah. All right.
I saw a video of what the Olympic athletes were wearing as far as their watches are concerned.
Really?
Well, some of them were athletes and some of them were, famous musicians or entertainers or whatever. Yeah. Pharrell was there, and he had $1 million watch on his wrist. LeBron James was there. He had a $500,000 watch on his wrist. Serena Williams was wearing an $80,000 watch. I mean, guys.
That'll be us one day.
It's like $60. That'll be us one day. $1 million watches. For sure, for sure. Hey, one thing I forgot to mention is we do have the live stream chat going on here. So leave your comments and your questions, and I can give you a shout out. And, you can tell me where you're watching from, and I'd love to mention you. Jackie Machado, or is it Machado? I hope I said that right. Can you please give me a shout out? There it is, Jackie, shouting out for you. And then Mr. Howell, I don't know what was shameful, but we'll go beyond that. But what I want to say is please make your comments appropriate, clean, polite, professional. This is a family show. Let's not dirty it up with any kind of garbage on there. Let's just have some fun and interact with each other in a fun and appropriate way. So that's the last thing. Let's dig into the show. I've been rambling already today. This may be our longest show ever. Who knows? Never know where I'm going to go with this.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do it.
So shirt and watch first, and then the first one.
The shirt, Tommy Bahama. I've shown this shirt before. Like I said, I do still get some new ones peppered in here and there, but this is a new one, a birthday gift from Mom, I believe. Really cool. Just, kind of that tropical vibe you got going on there with my Tommy Bahama shirt. Tommy Bahama, one of my two faves, that and Daniel Cremieux. So love that. And then my watch, I started to mention it a little bit. We'll go sideways there. That is the Fossil tank style watch. I've got two of them, one in black, one in this cream face with the stainless chassis and the leather band. So I love the tank style watches. I've had these for quite a while, actually. It's got the date at the 6 o'clock down there, which is so tiny you can't even see it. So that's the shirt and the watch. Let's jump into some horns, shall we? Yeah. I'm gonna get my fancy white gloves on here so we don't get these horns all fingerprinty. This first item up for grabs is a Blackburn by Pickett Blackburn, or Pickett Brass, Blackburn trumpets. They don't actually come with cases. There are cases available for them, but usually when you're buying a harmony trumpet like this, usually you've already got one of those double or triple trumpet cases that you can just pop this one into. Now we can get you a case for it if you want a case. That's not a problem. But let's take a look at what we have here. So this is the Blackburn model E23 VEB. So this is an E-flat trumpet. So you can see there's the Blackburn logo right there. I don't know if you can see that really well. I'm trying to get, there's the angle on it. There it is. You can kind of see the Blackburn. So not a lot of other fancy engraving on this, but what do we have? We've got a 460 large bore on this E-flat trumpet. So with an E-flat trumpet, that's a harmony trumpet that you're going to use in a symphony setting or a chamber group or a brass choir type arrangement. Great for soloing as well, but you know, soloing in probably a classical venue. You're not typically going to see an E-flat being used in a jazz setting per se. With Blackburn, these are all handmade in the US, by the way. They have a material they call ambronze, and it's just kind of a proprietary bronze that they use for the bell. And as we've talked about on the show many times, you've got bronze versus brass. The brass is copper and tin, and then bronze is copper and zinc. I hope I got that right. I always get it backwards, so forgive me if I'm upside down on that. But anyway, and then the amount of copper in the alloy determines basically the color of the tone. The more copper, the more warm, rich tones you're going to get out of it. So this has the number 11 lead pipe, which is, I think, the Louisville lead pipe. Yeah, it's got the Louisville on there. Louisville, Kentucky is where these are made, right here in the good old US of A. So we've got the third slide ring there with the slide lock. Amato style, the little push button water keys there. The bell, I don't think I've got the dimensions on the bell, but I think that's like a 4.5 or 4 7/8 inch bell on that. We've got the traditional just metal finger buttons, no fancy inlays on there, no mother of pearl or anything like that. First slide ring as well, and a full ring up on the pinky. Now, this is an E-flat and it comes as you see it, but you can also get a second bell and set of slides to make this a D trumpet. You can see here, this will unhook right there and then unscrew there, and you can take that bell off. You pull your slides, put the new slides on, put your bell on, and now you've got an E-flat and a D trumpet. So very versatile. This is a high-grade professional model horn made right here in Louisville, Kentucky, in the good USA. This is a fantastic horn. You need to check it out. There's another viewer on there. I don't know if that's Russian or Ukrainian. I'm not sure in the language there, but starts with an M. Thank you for watching. I'll give you a shout out, but I can't pronounce your name. I apologize. But thanks for being here. All right, so one last time, we have the Blackburn E23 VEB professional E-flat harmony trumpet live on our website right now at palinmusic.com, or by giving me a call at 417-882-7006, or check out our reverb page at reverb.com. And you can take home this beautiful horn today. We've got another viewer on there from another part of the world. We're going to try and figure out these languages, folks. I apologize. Our translator isn't that quick. How much is this horn? You know what? I don't have that written down here. I know it's in the, I think the $4,000 range on this horn.
Their name, it's Korean. That last one is Korean.
The last one is Korean? Oh, there we go. It's
pepperoni.
Korean, and above me is Russian. Well, fantastic. We got Korean and Russian. I love it.
The Korean one translates to pepperoni pizza.
Is that correct? Pepperoni pizza? I hope that is. That's awesome. According to Google, anyway. $4,000. Yeah, I know. It's these are professional, high-end, handmade, U.S.-made horns. So they're not going to be inexpensive. But we do have financing available through Synchrony or Affirm or Catapult. We've got lots of options for you to be able to make payments on these things. Or you can use, Shop Pay or, any other payment option that you would like. So Blackburn E23 VEB Professional E-flat trumpet. So check it out on the website, palinmusic.com, or on our Reverb page. Are you a musician or some? I am a musician of sort. I play clarinet and saxophone primarily, and I'm the wind instrument specialist here at Palin Music Center. So we're all a bunch of musicians around here. We're going to dig into another horn in a moment. I'm going to move this one safely out of, actually I'm just going to hand that over to Jordan. Let him take that one off my hands. I'm going to grab, is this the one I want next? This is, yes. Okay, we're going to pull this one up next. We'll get to this one in just a moment. But before we do that, show me, bro. Let me have a chance to sub and thumb up for you. I think he wants you to play. Oh, you want me to play? I'm not a trumpet player, guys. I apologize. So I would make horrible noises on these trumpets. But saxophones, clarinets, I can do that, and maybe we'll make that happen for you. So we got another horn coming up here, but before we do that, what's next, Jordan?
Next, recommend some music for us.
All right, so I was thinking this morning, and thanks to my wife for the suggestion, I'm curious to know what kind of playlists you guys create for yourselves when you're listening to music. Do you create like playlists for particular days of the week, like your Monday playlist to get you energized on a Monday, or your Friday playlist, or do you do like a classical list, a workout list? What kind of playlist do you get? Because I've got several in my library that I've created, and I've talked about a few of these. I have what I call my Friday Power Mix, which is a bunch of really energetic songs, to end the week on. I've talked about many times the Story of Us that my wife and I have created. Of course, there's the Wake Up with Greg playlist. And then I've got some Disney favorites. I've got one specifically for the artist Leve, who I absolutely love. One for rainy days. All the songs in the playlist have to mention rain in one form or another. For the love of movies, America, road trips. Just a bunch of different playlists that I have. And so I'm pulling a song today from my Friday Power list. John Gage says he does 60s and 70s, top 40, 90s country. Fantastic. This is a particular artist that I absolutely love. And we're going to go back here to find it. Let me click on that. Okay. So the artist is Gaelic Storm, all right? Gaelic Storm is kind of an Irish pub band, if you will, but phenomenal musicians and really energetic and fun music. And this particular album is called Full Irish, the Best of Gaelic Storm from 2004 to 2014. I mean, we're talking already 20 years old, 10 to 20 years old on this particular album. They've got many, many more, but the song that I'm going to choose from this particular playlist, and I have to pause the sound, that's what the album looks like. The song is called Buzzards of Bourbon Street. It's an all-instrumental, fun, energetic Irish jig, for lack of a better term. My mom says she just uses my playlist. Well, there you go. But this is a super fun song. And I'm going to talk more about this band in the second Show Me Something Cool segment. And there'll be a reason why, and you'll understand here in a bit. But this song is just so much fun. It's high energy. It's a great drinking song. I mean, if you're ever in a pub, and we've got some great Irish pubs in the area. One of them that comes to mind is Waxy O'Shea's down at Branson Landing. Really fantastic. You can go there and get a brew and get some Scotch eggs and get some shepherd's pie, and you can get some fish and chips and the whole deal. I mean, that's a really great place. They always have fun live music over there. So if you're ever in the Branson area, stop by the Landing and hit up Waxy O'Shea's and check out some great food and music. And in fact, if you're looking at this album cover here, you've got a full English or British breakfast there, maybe Irish as well. You got the beans and toast, you got egg, you got blood sausage, you got tomatoes and mushrooms, you got some ham, you got the whole shebang right there. So great food. Buzzards of Bourbon Street is the song. The album, Full Irish, The Best of Gaelic Storm, 2014. One interesting tidbit about this band is they're not from Ireland. I think they're from like Oakland or something, somewhere in California, if I'm not mistaken. So, but certainly very traditional Irish music and just fantastic, off the charts, great. So I'm adding this, speaking of playlists, to the Wake Up with Greg playlist that I've created for you guys on Spotify. Can't see right there, the second one on the list, Wake Up with Greg. It's got all of the songs that I have recommended to you over the past 100+ episodes. It's a public playlist, so everybody can access it. So you can, it's over 9 hours worth of music now. I mean, we've had over 100 episodes. There's certainly well over 100 songs on there. So great stuff. So check out Gaelic Storm, Buzzards of Bourbon Street on that playlist. You will love it. I'm sure you will. All right, so that is the musical selection for the day. How about we dive into horn number 2? All right. Now this one is similar to the last. This is a Schilke E-flat D combination trumpet. But this one's got all of the parts that you need to be able to do both. So let me show you the case here first. We've got these BAM cases, really nice backpack style cases that are all the rage these days with the zippers and the straps and the pockets and the things and all that good stuff. Whoops. Make sure I get that unzipped here properly. All right, so I'm going to take this one out. It's going to look very similar to the previous horn I showed you because they're both E-flat trumpets. A few minor differences. Where's my list here? This is the model E3-L. So this is an E-flat/D. This is a medium bore trumpet, not like the last one, which was a large bore. This is a 450 bore. It's a lightweight horn. This one's I can just tell by picking it up, it's a lot lighter weight than the Blackburn. It's a number 4 bell taper. Comes with 2 sets of slides and 2 bells. So I haven't unwrapped the second one, but you can see there, it comes with 2 bells, so you get your D bell and your E-flat bell. And then it also comes with 2 sets of slides, so you can swap out your slides and play it in D or E-flat. A little bit smaller bell diameter on this guy as well. I don't think I've got the dimensions on that as well either, but that's certainly like a 4, maybe 4¼ inch bell. Very tight, very focused sound on there. So the number 4 bell taper. What else did I miss? All yellow brass on this one, so this is all solid yellow brass. And this is Schilke, another US-made professional grade horn made in the Chicago area, I believe. And I've pointed this out on Schilke horns before. They've got these beautiful hexagonal finger buttons and top and bottom valve caps. You can see the angles on there. They give you that 6-sided hexagonal, really nice look. Plus you've got the mother of pearl key touches on there. Again, no markings on this horn whatsoever other than right there on the 3rd valve casing, or the 2nd valve casing. You can see the Schilke, does it say made in USA there? Yeah. Yeah, Schilke, Chicago, USA, and then the serial number. So a few differences between this one and the last one. This has got a finger hook as opposed to a ring. Same on the bottom there. The first slide, you get a hook instead of a ring, but you do get a 3rd ring on there with the slide lock there. Traditional water key on this, again, with a hexagonal decoration on there as well. Beautiful horn. This is, like I said on the previous one, it is detachable bell. So there's your bell connection there and at the bottom there. So you just unscrew those. Let me see if I can do that for you, because I think it's pretty easy. We'll just undo those and slide that bell right off of there. See there? Ta-da! Come on. And that's how the bell comes off. There you go. All right. See, pretty simple. So you just slide it back on that piece there and slide it back into the groove. So I can do this without destroying it. Come on, I can do it. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay. And that is the Schilke E3L professional E-flat trumpet, handmade in the USA in Chicago. And this is a fantastic horn, also in that $4,000 to $5,000 range, if I'm not mistaken. I want to make sure that's all tight on there. Are we good? We're good. Okay. Live on our website, palinmusic.com. Give me a call, 417-882-7006. And check out our reverb page at reverb.com, and you can take one of these home today. The Schilke's got the nice green interior on their cases, like I showed you before. Fantastic horn. Come and get it. I would love to send it to you. All right, let me get that one out of the way.
All right.
Grab the last one.
Cool.
And we'll show that one here in a minute.
Before we do the last horn, can you show us something cool?
Something cool. Okay, so taking it with the, expanding on the Gaelic Storm aspect that I was just talking about, there is a fantastic movie in which the band Gaelic Storm was featured. Now, can you guess it? Can you guess a movie that had an Irish pub band? Here we go. Titanic, one of my favorite movies in all of movie history. I've seen this movie in the theaters probably somewhere between 5 and 10 times in the theater. I've also owned it, so I've watched it 1.5 million times outside of the theater. So, but why mention this? Well, the Gaelic Storm group performed. They were the band in the third class or steerage compartment. Very famous scene in the movie, Party in Steerage or Party in Third Class, when Jack takes Rose down and they go to the big party there. Well, that music that's being performed is played by Gaelic Storm. In fact, on that album that I just showed you, the full Irish, the best of, that song, it's called Party in Third Class, I think is what it's called, is the song from the movie. Now, in addition to Gaelic Storm, the composer for the music, James Horner, one of the most beautiful scores for a film ever done. And then we mentioned Celine Dion. We're tying it all together here, folks. We've got, My Heart Will Go On, the most famous song, which, I'm sure, by this time, I mean, this movie is 1997 is when it came out. We're getting close to 30 years on this film, guys. It's insane that this movie is already that old. But the music that James Horner produced for this movie is just outstanding. The piano suite that he does in this, the scene where Jack is drawing Rose. I'm not spoiling this. If you haven't seen this movie, where have you been for the last 30 years? But anyway, the music is outstanding. The performances, of course, by Leo and Kate are just off the charts. So great. And then the band Gaelic Storm, A Party in Third Class. And when you watch that, that's where the fun is happening. I would want to be in that third class party as opposed to, I'm gonna see if there's anything cool. See, this is like the special collector's edition. Ooh, look, you got Jack and Rose there, right? All the fun extras. We've got 3 discs of information and extras. So, whole lot of fun there. Anyway, Titanic, put it on your watch list and watch it. I'm sure it's streaming out there somewhere. Listen to Gaelic Storm. Listen to Celine Dion. She is an absolute legend. And, she's going through a really difficult patch in her life physically. So, we can just, encourage her and send her your thoughts and prayers, Thoughts and prayers. We say that a lot. I know. Some people think it doesn't mean much, but you take that for what it's worth. All right. So that's the cool thing for the day. I'm not going to expand on that too much more because I could talk about it for hours and, we've got to wrap this show up. So I've got one more cool horn to show you here. Let me dive right into this. This is from the S.E. Shires Company. Another horn made here, I think it's made in the U.S. Don't quote me on that. I should probably double check that. This is another harmony trumpet, but this is a C trumpet, keyed in C. This is the model 401, the 401. And finally, we get a horn with some really pretty engraving on it, so I love that. So here we go with a C trumpet. This is a 462 bore. It's got the 401 bell. It's a 4 13/16 inch bell, odd measurement there. The number 4 taper on the bell. This is a heavyweight horn, and I can, just telling this compared to the lightweight Schilke, complete difference. I mean, we're talking at least a pound difference, maybe more. I don't know the actual weight on these horns, but we can weigh them for you and get that if you're interested. But check out the beautiful engraving on this bell, right? Finally, a trumpet with some pretty decorations. Now, the decorations are exactly that. They're just decorations. They are only there for the appearance of the horn. They don't have any effect on the playability or the sound of the horn at all. But, you know, everybody likes a pretty horn, so we want to get that on there. Our Russian counterpart here, thank you for being here. We got the smiley face and the cloud. All right, so we've got mother of pearl key touches on this. We have the traditional water key. We have the, what else is on here? I said the number 4 bell taper, hand-hammered one-piece yellow brass bell. So this is all yellow brass. This is a C trumpet. So this is a trumpet you're going to use in a symphony or a concert band. We've got a piston that needs a little bit of oil there. There we go. We got her loosened up. All right, now we're free-flowing. All right. When these sit for a while, you know, they can get a little stiff, but nothing to worry about there. We've got the third slide lock, of course, on your third slide, full finger ring on the third slide, finger hooks on the thumb and the first, or your pinky up top, and then the first slide there. This has got a band on here just to hold the slides in the case. You can certainly take that off. There's no real purpose to have those other than for packing purposes. But this is the Shires, S.E. Shires, model 401, C trumpet, great lead horn for a C trumpet, great solo piece, great for chamber and orchestral work as well. This is an absolutely beautiful horn made by S.E. Shires. You need to check this one out on the website at palinmusic.com or give us a call at 417-882-7006. And you can take this horn home with you today or check out our reverb page at reverb.com. The Shires 401. I'm going to see if I can. Oh, there goes the case, the whole. We just destroyed the whole set. Good catch, Jordan. All right, we're all right. Everything's okay there. So there's the Shires, the beautiful engraving there. All right, so that's the horn. Got it? All right, I got it. We're safe. All secure here. We'll set that one away and try not to destroy our whole set. At least it was just the case and not the horn that fell, right? Okay, so we're good. That's what cases are for. All right, so we should probably wrap this up. We're getting over the half-hour mark here on this show. What's left for us, Jordan?
Some wisdom.
Some wisdom, all right. So I have some wisdom from an American philosopher, revivalist preacher, congregationalist theologian, a leading figure in the American Enlightenment period. So this was, mid to late 1700s, around that time, I believe. Jonathan Edwards is his name. And this is what Jonathan Edwards has to say about music. He says, the best, most beautiful, and most perfect way that we have of expressing a sweet concord of mind to each other is by music. One more time. The best, most beautiful, and most perfect way that we have of expressing a sweet concord of mind to each other is by music. Take that to heart. Think about that. Ruminate on it, if you will. That is my wisdom for the day. Thank you, Jonathan Edwards, for that quote. And that's the show, guys. We're going to wrap this up, get our Monday started. Thank you all for being here and watching. I really appreciate the support from all around the world, in Russia and South Korea and just everywhere else. Jackie, you never told us where you're watching from, but I appreciate you being here. and some of the other folks on here, Mr. Howell, and so on. So thank you all. We'll be here tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Central, right here on our Palin Band and Orchestra YouTube channel. And I'll leave you with this parting thought: helping people make meaningful music is what we do. And when you're ready, I'm here for you too. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.